Welcome to the NBA Prop Report for Friday, March 26th here at FTN Bets. Massive slate of 11 NBA games on tap for tonight. So we have quite a few edges that we're going to be talking about. So let's get into them. First one I want to talk about, Devin Booker points. 25.5 is the number the books are offering. We're projecting him for over 30, almost 31 points here today. So I like this edge a lot. Half a unit on this bet. FanDuel minus 114, the best price I could find on that one. In the same game, his teammate Chris Paul, points, rebounds, and assists. We have Chris Paul projected for over, I think it's over 2 points above what the books have, more than a rebound above, more than an assist above. So nothing like massively over what the books have, but when you roll all those pluses together, you get a number of, I think 34 is what we're projecting him for on his points, rebounds, and assists here today. So that is a pretty big edge and a playable edge as well. So we took Chris Paul for half a unit, minus 115 on PointsBet. Next one I want to talk about, Mason Plumlee assist over 3.5. We have Plumlee today for over 5 assists, so this is a very big edge here. 3/4 of a unit is what I did on it, mostly also because we're getting this at reduced juice at minus 105 on William Hill. So less than the standard 110. Again, we're projecting him for, more than 1.5 assists, almost 2 full assists above his number. 3/4 of a unit bet here on Mason Plumlee assist. Next number is one that seems a little contrarian, but Dennis Schroeder points under 19.5. Now, Schroeder is the key offensive weapon for the Los Angeles Lakers, but that doesn't mean he's going to go out there and score 25 points. Now, again, can he? Absolutely. But we're getting reduced juice on this at minus 102, and we're only projecting him for about 15.6 today. So we have a decent edge on that number. And as well, we're getting it at a reduced juice minus 102. So DraftKings, the best price I saw there. I like the under on Dennis Schroeder points here tonight. I think that's where the value is. Another one that I like a lot here today, Karl Anthony Towns rebounds over 10.5. We're projecting Towns for close to 14 rebounds here today. If this was a minus 110 bet, it'd probably be 3/4 of a unit to a full unit. The books all know this too, that this number was a little too small because the lowest number I could find on it was minus 125 at PointsBet. This is minus 135, minus 145. Some books even have them up to 11 or 12 rebounds, 11.5, 12.5 rebounds here today. So to get this at 10.5 rebounds for the over, projecting 14, even at minus 125, which is not a great number, I still think it's worth half a unit bet. The same can be said for Clint Capella rebounds. Like 14.5 seems like a massive number here for Clint Capella rebounds, but we're actually projecting him for almost 18 rebounds here today. I think it's 17.6 or something like that is our number. So 14.5, we're getting plus money on 14.5, and we got about a 20% edge from our number to the number the books are offering. So half a unit bet here. You could actually probably do this for even more, but I start getting a little nervous when we're talking about like 15, 18 rebounds is what I'm going to need for this to cash. So I just did it for half a unit here, but I'll take half a unit at plus 108. I think there's value in that number. Ricky Rubio assist over 8.5. We have him closer to 11 today. Half a unit bet plus 105 on BetMGM. Most other sites have this as minus 105 to minus 110. So the fact we can get plus money on it on a number that we're projecting to be almost 3 higher than what it is, I like this bet as well a lot here today. Minnesota, Ricky Rubio, half unit over 8.5 assists at plus 105. Memphis Grizzlies, Jonas Valanciunas points, 18.8. 15.8. We're projecting him for 18.8. So right there, we're looking at an edge of a little bit over 20%. You can get this standard minus 110 juice for half a unit over on FanDuel. That's where I took it here today. Marcus Smart assist over 4.5. We cashed on this over 4.5 assists with Smart the other day, so I'm running it back here again today. I think we got it at minus 115 the other day. It's a little higher at minus 120 here today on BetMGM. But remember, that is the lowest number that I saw, that minus 120. Other places have this minus 125 up to minus 135. So to get it at minus 120 at BetMGM, I thought that was worth half a unit here today. Just like the other day, I think we're projecting him for over 6 here today. So a nice little edge there. Mikal Bridges rebounds, another one that we're projecting for close to, I think, over 6 here today. Actually, I think this is closer to 7 here, maybe over 6.5. That's why we went for 3/4 of a unit. We're getting it at reduced juice, minus 106. FanDuel was the best place I found to play that number. So Mikal Bridges over 4.5 rebounds. Let's see. We got 2 more edges to talk about here. Bojan Bogdanovic over 15.5 points. We're projecting him for 18.6, so exactly 20% above. minus 105, a little bit of reduced juice at BetMGM, worth half a unit of a play there. And then the last one I want to talk about here today is Markieff Morris rebounds over 5.5. We're projecting him for over 7 today. Half a unit bet here. We can get it at plus money on points bet at plus 105. It's even money minus up to minus 110, minus 105 on a lot of the other sites. So points bet with the best number here. Again, we're projecting him for over 7. So we're looking at like a more than a 20% edge here as well. So I do like this Markieff Morris one too. And there you go. That wraps it up today for our NBA prop report here on FTN Bets at the FTN Network. Make sure to get over to ftnbets.com. You can get all the rest of our experts' prop picks and sides and totals plays for the day, as well as anything else that I add in between now and basically tip off of the games and even tip off of some of the later games. Sometimes there'll be some news that breaks at 7 or 8, and I'll rush in and throw in another bet or two after that news breaks before the 9 or 10 o'clock tip off. So make sure you guys are watching. If you want to be updated anytime we put any of our experts puts a bet into our bet package, make sure you're following at FTN Alerts over on Twitter. And then this way you'll have the real-time updates as we update this in real time. This is Benny Ricciardi with FTN Bets signing off. Good luck tonight, everybody.